Once she's got her pelvic floor on, she's got to keep breathing, so she keeps breathing up in her ribs. She's not to breathe down here, she breathes up in her ribs. And like I said, she's not doming, she's not tucking down. Then she needs to think about, imagine if she had a scar, like an incision scar from one finger to the other finger. So between her two fingers where she's holding, almost like across her tight line like that, all right? Imagine that's a scar. What she's going to aim for is to try and think about using the muscle she's just turned on, that trampoline muscle, okay, the transversus abdominis, she's just turned that on. She's going to think about trying to shorten the scar with that muscle. All right? She's still got a pelvic floor on, all right? Then from this one to this one, she's going to try and pull it inwards. Now what I want you to watch is, again, what happens to the belly button. When she does that, you'll notice that she doesn't push out, she doesn't pull in, she just tightens it a little bit more. So have a look at this. So if you relax completely for me. Now let's watch this start from the start. Let's do the pelvic floor. So pelvic floor comes on, you'll see that belly button go down a little bit. There it goes. Okay, it goes this way. And then she's going to tighten the scar from here to here. You watch what happens, it goes even more. So now she's working really, really well at bringing on this transversus abdominis. She's keeping her pelvic floor on, and you can see that belly button is held in the right position because, hey, that belly button's attached to it, so it's getting pulled down into that position, all right? She's not hollowing out, she's not pushing out, and that's going to give her a very stable spine, all right? And that's that core activation. So that's the exact muscle movement that I want when we say switch on your core, activate your pelvic floor, turn on your abs, for when you're doing rehab for your lower back or trying to improve your abdominal control or your spinal stability. It's hard, but trust me, it's worth it. If you follow those cues, you're going to do a much better job at activating your core or switching on your pelvic floor, which gives you that foundation for spinal stability so you can move on and do other things like lifting and strengthening abdominals down the track. I hope that helps. See you next time.